Are you looking for simple hacks to get toxic people out of your life? Or do you have someone who's toxic in your life and you're just trying to cut them off, but you find it so hard and so draining for you to decide and say to them, you know what, I don't want you anymore in my life? Well, if it's your case, then you have found the right video for you, because in today's video I'm going to explain to you how to know that the person you're hanging out with or you're living with or you're in love with is a toxic person. And I'm going to explain to you the different types of toxic people and how you can cut them off for good or just for a period of time. So stick until the end of the video so that you can know more about this topic. Hi there, I'm Alice. I'm a life and business coach, and I have created this channel so that I could serve you in the best way possible. I'm here to share my life experiences, my clients' experiences, and so much more with you. So I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like the videos I'm posting. And of course, why don't you come and let's hang out on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to put my TikTok and Instagram in both sides. And also, if you want to listen to my podcasts, one podcast, you'll find it right here. So, okay, let's get started. First of all, I want you to know something that is very important. So, you need to understand that those toxic people, it's like a sickness for them. You cannot change them. You cannot make them different. If they don't decide to change themselves by themselves, then don't you even try to make them change, because that's not gonna work. I know how hard it is to just decide to cut off someone you dearly love. I believe that when you love someone, all you think about is those emotions you have towards that person, but you don't think about how hard it's gonna be for you to have them in your life on a constant basis and how hard they are gonna make your life later on. So that's why I want you to understand something. You cannot change these people, even if experts believe that personality is fluid, meaning it can change through time. And a review done at California University has shown that people can change their personality traits due to life, events, or through persistent interventions, which means through very hard work. But this has to come from them and not from you, because you're not the one who's gonna make them change. Unless they love you so dearly and they just want to keep you in their lives, so they're gonna try and change for you, but they cannot change who they are. They can only change their personality traits. So that's the first thing I want you to know. So you need to take a decision if you want to let this person go and grow outside of your life, or if you want to keep the person in your life and just cut them off for a period of time. But let's talk about how to know that this person is really toxic, because this is so important for you to define, okay? First of all, if this person makes you feel all drained when they come to your life, this is a toxic person. If they make things all about themselves, if they play the victim all the time, if they tell you that they are never wrong and they are always right, and if they make you in a very bad mood, and also sometimes they just make you feel so guilty alone. It's as if they didn't do anything wrong for you, and you'll be the only one feeling like, yeah, it's my fault. And sometimes you just dread seeing them, because you'll feel like, okay, I'm right now happy, and when I see those people, I'll just be like, I'm not happy at all. So when you feel this way about someone, know that this person is a toxic person. And also, the toxic people that are around us will always discourage you about your dreams. It's whether just a short dream, it's whether you wanted to do a road trip, or you wanting to go out with friends just to do something that you're really passionate about. They're gonna try and tell you to not do it and tell you and discourage you from all corners. And also they just leave and feel you so drained. They rub off on you and they make you feel like the toxic one. So when they go, you'll just feel like, you know what, I'm the toxic one, I think I'm wrong. So if you have these signs in a relationship, you need to know that these people are toxic. And let's move right forward to the different types of toxic people, because it's important for you to know which type you're dealing with so that you know how to deal with them. So there is this type called the protector. The protector is all about protecting you from the world, from themselves, from everyone. Okay, then you have the controller. The controller has a tendency to control everything in your life, even sometimes your own thoughts. Be very careful when you meet someone like this. You have the liar. A liar is gonna lie to you, lie about you, lie for you, and they are not trustworthy, so you don't have to trust them at all. You have the victim. So this person is gonna be like, oh my God, you're making me feel terrible. You're always making me feel like this way. You're always right and always wrong. So this is the victim man. Be attentive and be aware of this. Okay. And you have the narcissist. The narcissist is gonna take credits for everything and never takes blames, and he's never gonna apologize. So no matter what happens with them, it's all about them, it's all about their beauty, it's all about their personality, but it's never about you. And you have the sixth type, which is the judge. So they'll find fault in everything you do, in literally everything you say, in literally everything you live. So that's it. And the seventh type is the critique. The critique is all about criticizing everything you're doing and criticizing everything people are doing. So he's never, no one can ever like stand up, you know, to their standards. So no matter what you do for them, you're criticized. Okay, now let's move to the right stuff, guys, because I think that's why you're watching this video. It's so that you know how to really cut these people off. So first of all, here is something you need to know before you move into taking action. You need to understand, literally understand, that you cannot change these people, okay? So it's whether they change by themselves or they don't. That's it. And you have to make a decision. So that's the second tip you need to do, or thing you need to do. You have to take the decision. Do you want to keep these people in your life, or do you want to just cut them off for life? So do you want them to go like be cut off for like 2, 3, 4 months from your life and then come back? Or do you want to get rid of them for life? I mean, it's so hard it's just awful to say to get rid of someone. But I mean, remember why you're doing this. That's the third thing. You need to have a very strong why, which is, okay, maybe this person makes you feel so drained every time they see you. Maybe this person makes you feel bad every time you see them, every time you're around them. They just make you feel drained, and they set a bad mood in, you know, the environment where you're at. So you need to figure out why you're trying to cut them off from your life. Okay. So after having done the understanding and decided why you want to cut them off, or just why, like just make a decision, okay? You have to have an open conversation with this person. You have to put yourself in the shoes of the person, because sometimes trying to cut off someone is gonna be so hard for them, more than it's gonna be hard for you. So have an open conversation with them. Tell them what you feel. Tell them that you want to take your distance from them, you know, because maybe they make things harder for you, maybe they discourage you. So you need to have a very strong argument and keep proofs. So whenever they do something for you, like messages or something, because know something, they're never going to tell you that they're toxic, and they're never going to let you know that they know they're dealing with that. It's impossible for them. It's like, someone who is depressed, he doesn't know he's depressed. He just feels like he's sad all the time. Or like a bipolar person who every time, she's around, maybe sometimes she's gonna be so euphoric, so happy, like the queen, and sometimes she's gonna be so low and so sad. So remember that you need to know how to have the conversation. This is called the conversation with them. Okay? And you have to know what you want in a relationship. So the fact that you're thinking about cutting off someone from your life, this means that you know what you want in a relationship, and you don't want that relationship to affect your life negatively, right? Maybe you want honesty, you want positive people around you, you want people who push you forward, you want people who will bring you up, just help you in becoming the best version of yourself. Okay, so if you're like in the self-growth journey, you don't need someone toxic in that period of time, because they can simply push you backwards and drag you backwards. Okay, so you have to set your relationship values. That's so important. And you need to stay calm. After making the decision of cutting off the person and after having the conversation with them, you need to stay calm. Even if this person is going to be like crying out all the tears of her life or his life, you really should be calm. And don't get in the middle of a conversation or just a conversation you don't want to have with them, because they'll make you feel guilty just right afterwards. They're very strong in that. Remember this. They're really strong in making you feel guilty. So keep this in mind. You need to stay calm. You need to stay focused and clear in your head about all the things you want. And the last thing, you have to take your distance from the person or the people you're cutting off from your life. Okay, so that's exactly what you should do. These are the different steps. And don't text them back if they text you. Don't send them letters if they try to reach out with letters. Don't you even dare talk to them or pick up the phone when they call you, because this is going to be renewing all the bond you have with the person, and it's not going to leave you live your life. And I don't want you to be in this situation at all. So this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, which is you deciding to cut them off forever or deciding to cut them off for a period of time. So if you're deciding to cut them off for a period of time, here is what you have to say to the person when having the conversation. I'm going to take some time off and space for myself and focus on my own needs for the next 4 or 5, whatever period you have decided. As soon as I'm ready, I will reach out. Please don't reach out, because I am not going to answer. And please give me space that I need. It's as easy as that. But if you're cutting out someone for life, I don't think this is a text you have to use for them, but you'd probably say, look, I'm going to withdraw from this relationship. We have lived so much fun things together, but I think in order for me to grow, I need to move on. So don't make them feel sad about you moving on in your life, but make them understand that you have to move into a growth zone where it's not them the problem, because you're gonna feel guilty later on otherwise. I know what I'm talking about. I've dealt with this before, so I know how hard it is. So look guys, hopefully you really enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below what are the different experiences you have in life. And if you didn't listen to the song of Meghan Trainor yet, you need to listen to that, because she's talking about withdrawing toxic people from her life, actually. It's don't make promises. You're gonna like the song. It's gonna help you let people go. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully you really enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification button so that you get notified whenever I post new videos on Mondays at 5 p.m. Paris time. EST time maybe. I'm not strong in that, but yeah. So really guys, take care of yourselves. Love you so much and see you in the next video.